Hello, Empress. That seems to be the case. New games every day. And today we are back to some more fan-translated PlayStation 1. Just enjoying the intro for now. We'll see what this game is all about. Go-jin, now loading. Yeah, that was... It couldn't be any more PlayStation 1 than that. That was a super classic PlayStation 1 intro. But yes, we beat Haiku the robot yesterday. We managed to get 100% complete map, and we beat all the bosses in that Metroidvania yesterday, so today is a new game. And today it will be Go-jin. Apparently the subtitle is The Chronicles of Steel. We had some mech-looking things in the intro, so we'll see. Will there be mechs again? We are playing a lot of games with mechs on this channel so far. And I believe this fan translation is actually pretty old. I think this has been translated for a few years. Ah, I see. Yeah, I think that is an eye. Now that I look at it again, it's probably an eye. We are being watched. 1998 by Santa and Tonkin House. I don't know if you saw it, but there was a funny animation. They even had a Santa Claus with the reindeers and the sled. So that's funny. Just the fact that they are called Santa Entertainment. We'll see. What a game. And as always, we may or may not have to watch the intro again. Yeah, we'll see if we get to see it again. You never know with PlayStation 1 games. Sometimes you have to watch the intro twice. For some reason, the controller seems super sensitive in this game. If I breathe on it, it switches to between these two. Here we go. Will it be the intro again, or will it be something new? It is something new. He keeps running. We are up to a dramatic start with burning houses and piles of corpses. And of course, hordes of giants clad in steel, with their metallic steps. His body feels like a lump of lead. With no sound or light, only primordial darkness. Silver hair and white skin that looks almost translucent. It's a little girl clutching something against her chest. It's a man's head freshly removed from his body, still dripping with blood. What a what a lovely game we have seemed to found. Is it an RPG or is it an horror game? We can't tell. So far it seems like a horror game. The dead eyes are wide open. They shed tears of blood, leaving crimson marks on his pale cheeks. Who are you? I am 3 exclamation marks. Please enter your name. I think this is the... oops. What was... oops, I should not have deleted that. What letter did I delete, if any? I didn't notice that there already was a standard name, so... But since we deleted it, I guess I go with my own. Usually I let the original name stay if there is a standard name. Follow me into the darkness. Opki cannot move. Darkness binds his limbs. And at the moment he passes out, he feels how the evil one flaps her wings and flies away. Yeah, that is quite a dramatic intro at least. Oh, phew, it was only a dream. So we have warships, we probably have some mechs. Pretty nice portrait, I like it. I don't want to have that dream again. This is Mukoro, a prison island amidst the stormy sea on the frontier of Himuka Kingdom. This is... oh, let's look at that. We already got a Lacan in this game. This is unheard of, General Lacan. And we have a portrait for him. He doesn't look like the Lacan of Xenogears, but we do have the name at least. That was the scene awaiting Oki as he was being taken outside. You are Oki of Susina. Susina? That's the name of the place you were born in, don't you know? I don't remember. Of course, do we have some amnesia? It wouldn't be an RPG otherwise. White hair, pale skin, just like in the books. What the hell? Have you lost your mind? Something big revealed itself with the heavy metal footsteps and a flash of lightning above. Dramatic. A steel giant, larger than any adult man he had ever seen. A huge single eye was gleaming from the hollow of its face. That nightmare. It's like in that nightmare. Ruins, terror, death, and a gargantuan blade racing. And looks like we know where the eye on the menu was coming from. I guess it was the eye of one of the mechs. If they even are mechs, they might just be robots. We don't know yet. That's a Go-jin, and I guess we also have the reason for the title. The game was named Go-jin, and I guess these mech-looking things are also Go-jin. Everything about this game so far reminds me of another game on Super Nintendo called Go-jin Senki. In that game there was also mechs. Get some blood and guts in you. If you wanna prove to me you're a man full grown. Well, I might be a bit weak from being in prison for an unknown amount of time. Who knows how long we've been in there. Now loading. Oh, look at that. We have some in-game graphics. It's very unclear why we are even fighting these guys. Retreat is impossible. Let's see, looks like we have Can I switch back to myself? Yes. Unnamed edge and a heal bead. I am the commander, somehow. I'm a bit annoyed about this game is super sensitive for some reason. Whenever I try to go between two options, it keeps jumping back and forth. That might turn out to be a problem. Ah, like I said, I was trying to pick move, but it instantly jumped to info. And now it instantly jumped to act. Murder slash. I was hoping he would hit the other guy, but... Oh, that might be fine. We can go in for the killing blow. Oh, I see. We didn't need to defeat all of them. Defeating the commander is enough. So you don't remember anything at all? Have we got a problem then? And then Lacan shared all the knowledge he had about the Susina with Oki. Hello, Quarky. We have new games every day in this channel, at least lately. Yesterday we beat that Metroidvania, the Haiku robot game, and today we are starting this game, which is called Go-jin Senki. And so far it seems pretty nice. Ah, so you finally started it. You finally started it after all. We only had one battle so far in this game, a tutorial fight, but so far it seems like a nice game. Yeah, that's the important part. No pay to win. They worshipped their own gods and possessed mysterious powers. Of course they did. They were all brutally killed by Raiola, the king of Himuka. And no one knows the reason. It sure seems like an RPG. We have a main character who lost his memory, and we have some king that has turned evil and trying to take over the world. See, so the king murdered my people and stole the Go-jin. And the Go-jin seems to be some kind of mech in this game. Go-jin? But why will the Cecina have something like Go-jin at their disposal? I see. It's probably going to turn out that I'm the only one who can pilot the mech. Ah, I see. Time for the vacation. Yeah. Nemeth Island is for sure the highlight of that game. I'm looking forward to see whenever DJ Davis gets to it, when he finally starts Daybreak 2. Nemeth Island is for sure the highlight. I see. One long beach episode. And so far this game seems to have a good, so far I would say this is a good fan translation. But so far we have also had 20 minutes of text and 1 minute of actual battle, so We'll see what the ratio will be during the game, if this is how the entire game is going to be. A lot of text. Or if it's just the intro. I don't mind if there is a lot of text, but we'll see. Anywhere you go, there's only war to find. Great. Let's leave the shore and head along through the forest. Lacan joined the party. Woohoo, we have a world map. Let's see if we can find a save. I wonder what this is. There is an option for combat scale. I wonder what that means. Does it mean... does it mean... Yeah, it's true. We love everything from Xenogears, even Rico. I think it is a good idea to replay Xenogears. If you have only played it once, then it is a really good idea to play again. Xenogears almost needs a second playthrough to understand half of it. But I do wonder what this option do. Does it mean that the levels will scale, or does it mean something else? Someday. We are looking forward to that day. But this is going to drive me crazy. The fact that the menus are so sensitive. We'll leave them on for now, but... we might be able to speed up the battles if we hide the movement later. Ah, there it is. We have found our save point. Data saved. This means progress. It's always the first thing to do in RPGs, find a way to save. We have the option to train, so I'm going to try that. Lacan starts at level 3, and that's also why I was thinking about Xenogears, because we have a character that is named Lacan, just like in Xenogears. Ah, look at this, we can... there is actually a way to play 2 players. I see, so we can't do any training right now. Or maybe? Defeat all enemies. Let's try to stand over there. Maybe I should switch this to slow even. It's a bit tricky to steer. But if this is going to be the battle song for every battle, we are going to get very tired of this song. I sure hope there will be different songs. Nice, we have a counterattack. We do have a counterattack. Oh, look at that! It is a raid, a big raid from Retroberra. I can hear. Oh, there it is. I can hear the music from Terranigma. That is the song that plays if anyone is raiding. Welcome in. Hey, hey. Welcome in all the raiders. I was watching you play some, what was it called? I think it was called Castle on C64. I saw you drew a map while eating breakfast. Did you end up beating that game, the Castle game, with the power of the map? And welcome everyone else too, of course. Today we are playing a fan-translated PlayStation 1 RPG. We are just starting. This is the second battle in the game. Hehehe, nice. It's always fun to find some old Metroidvanias. No, I don't think many people have seen this game. It's called Go-jin Senki. And it's only available as a fan translation. So not many people, I don't think many people played it in Japan, but even less people have heard of it outside of Japan. And as you can see, it's a strategy RPG. We have the classic grid base. Exactly, tactical grid battles. And so far we only have 2 characters, so there isn't much strategy or tactics going on just yet. We really only have one option. We only have some normal attacks, so far it's very simple. fail. I'm not even sure we will win this fight. Even this fight might be too hard to win. And for some reason the control is super sensitive, so whenever I try to... I don't know why it is. I will have to take a look at that later. But for some reason in this game the controller is super sensitive. Whenever I try to switch between two options, it instantly jumps to the other option. That's going to be a problem. Yes, look at this. We're not even going to survive this tutorial fight. Things are not looking good. There goes the main character. And the enemies level up if they hit me. Just like in Final Fantasy Tactics. Fail. But at least the story seems pretty interesting so far. We had a pretty long story section at the start of the game. And they are hinting that we will be getting mechs in this game too. I believe the mechs are called Go-jin. That's why they named the game after the... They named the game after the mechs, I suppose. Or the other way around. They named the mechs after the game, maybe. Which one came first, the mechs or the game? But we'll see if we actually get to pilot the mechs or what kind of role the mechs will have in the story. Oh, we're getting close to defeating one of them, but... And we get a level, but I think yeah... The other one has too much health. One more hit and I will be dead. I don't think I have any way to heal. Oh, I do have a heal bead, so let's try to run away and heal. No. Oof. What's the difference between heal and reliever? This is the problem when you're playing obscure games sometimes. It can be very hard to figure out what the different spells do. In some games they choose really strange names for the spells. But that is science. That is science, just knowing that we have a way of healing. No, the enemy can also heal. Oh no. This fight will go on forever. Look at that. The enemies can also heal and also level up. And for some reason my counterattack keeps failing. Oh, that one didn't fail. Let's be brave and attack. And I guess this is the end. But at least we will know what happens when you die. If we get to keep anything, or if we have to reload the save file. Ooh, did I block it? Nice. Then we get to live just a while longer. Sadly I don't think we can defeat the enemy with one attack, so I have to go for healing. And just like in Final Fantasy Tactics, you actually get experience just from healing as well. What is this? Is this my first time getting a double raid? We are getting another raid already, and it is from DJ Davis, who was playing Cosmic Star Heroine. Yeah, I actually like that system too, when you get experience from all types of action. I think that is a nice system. It's a pretty common system in tactical RPGs. I wish some normal turn-based game would use that system. That would be fun. And hello, DJ. Thanks for the double raid. We just had the Retrobera raid as well, so suddenly everyone is watching this super exciting action-packed strategy game for PlayStation 1 that no one has ever heard about before. That's funny. Yes, that might actually be a good example of that. I guess that is the closest example we will get to Romancing Saga. Where in those games you get experience in those games you don't get experience, you get different stats depending on what actions you take. So I guess that is close enough. I'm gonna try, both of them are going to hit me, so I'm pretty sure this will be my end, but I have said that a few times. Do we have infinite healing? I don't know if the healing uses any resources, or if we have infinite healing. And at the bottom, look at the bottom of the screen, just like in Final Fantasy Tactics, we also get an estimate. It says that it will heal 14 HP and there is a 100% chance that it will hit. So we are guaranteed to hit with healing. And that's also interesting. We can act and then move, or we can move and then act. We can do them in any order. Let's see how smart the enemy is. It seems like the enemy is smart enough to hit us in the back. I suspect we take extra damage if we get hit in the back. And the enemy was smart enough to do that. No, I wanted to go longer. But we're just gonna keep healing until the healing runs out. Just to figure out if there is a limit to the healing or not. And there we go, level up from healing. And as I was saying before, I sure hope that there will be a few different fighting songs. If this is the only fighting song in the game, we are going to get very tired of it. At least me. Nice, keep doing counterattacks. Sadly it failed. And now the enemy has more levels. I just want to see, yes, we do get an estimate for the damage as well. So we have a 66% chance to do 6 damage. That's not at all enough to kill them. Yeah, we're doing so little damage. Oh, can't I regret my action? Oh, there we go. And of course, the enemy keeps healing. If my healing is infinite, the enemy's healing might also be infinite. We might be standing around this fight until me and the enemies have level 99. All of this is so silly. This is just an eternal fight. We can't win, and as long as I keep healing, it seems like the enemies can't win either. The first battle we do in the game, and it turns out to be an eternal battle. Woohoo, level up! But it doesn't really matter because the enemy also levels up at the same pace. So I will never get stronger than the enemy. This is pretty hopeless. The only way to win this is to get lucky with counters, I guess. But instead we get unlucky. Let's see. Come on, do a good counterattack. No. Miss. I guess this is the game. Now we have seen this game. Next, tomorrow will be another game. This is the entire game, it seems. Both of them. This guy has a little bit less health. And we got the level. Wee-hoo. I can't be too happy about the levels since I don't think we will get to keep these levels. I suspect that we will just give up sooner or later. And start over from the beginning. The only way I can win this fight is if we get lucky with the counters. Oh, we are getting some decent counters, but we need even more of them to win. And I'm gonna try to hit the enemy from the side and see if that does extra damage. Ooh, this is a good thing. We have learned a new attack. That's promising. We learned a new attack when we got the level. We did not have the swallow cut before. So let's try that one. 10 damage, 85%. Come on, swallow cut. And it missed. Of course it missed. And of course I get a counterattack on me. Just when there was some hope. Come on, please hit. Nice. Too bad that I also need to heal. If I don't heal, I will die. I suspect that both of them will heal. And they have also learned the swallow cut. That one is back to full health. Oh, hello, Amplexus. It has been a while. Yes, today we are trying another PlayStation 1 fan-translated game. And this is the first real battle of the game, and we are stuck in limbo. We have been fighting these two enemies forever. So we are not off to a good start with this game. But hopefully I can get out of limbo and continue the game soon. Hopefully. But thanks for checking in, of course. I am doing great. If you didn't see it, I'm finally done with Xenosaga for now. We did that 20th anniversary stream, so that was the big goal of the stream. So now that we are done with Xenosaga, I can play whatever I want. And apparently I wanted to play this of all games. Yeah, thanks. It was great. We had some really long streams for the anniversary. I believe we had a 15-hour stream and a 16-hour stream. And it was intense. That's for sure. Yeah, I didn't mean to do the 15-hour one, and I absolutely did not mean for the 16-hour one, but we just couldn't stop. I just had to keep going. And yesterday we just played some cozy Metroidvania called Haiku the Robot. That one was super nice. That's a pretty big recommendation if you like Metroidvanias. Haiku the Robot. Let's see. Yeah, no, not a rabbit. It's a robot. It's a cute little robot. So replace the rabbit with a robot. Yeah, it was. It was a really fun game. I liked almost everything about it. Pixel graphic, nice music. It wasn't really much music, but it was a really good sound design. And it wasn't too long either. We beat the entire game yesterday. It was 8 hours long, even with streaming. If you're not streaming, then it might be shorter. So that's a pretty good length for a Metroidvania. I'm just going to stay put and hope for some counterattacks. Yes, give me the counter. Give me the counter. Now we're back in the same situation again, where I have the option to attack, but I also want to heal. And I don't have enough to use the big attack. Come on, don't hit me. No, don't hit me. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. He is healing his friend, as expected. And of course he guarded. I should just give up. There seems to be no way for me to win this unless we get even more levels and learn some more cool attacks. But at the moment I don't see any way we can win this. Level for me. Yeah, even with the level up we're still doing the same amount of damage since the enemies keep leveling at the same rate. Ooh, but that's interesting if we... Let's try attacking this one. Give me a counter. No, we're not. Come on, hit me, get countered. That's my only hope. Get countered. This is one of the worst battles I have ever had. I have had I have had a lot of bad encounters, but this one is just silly. We are so evenly matched, none of us can ever win. And every turn I have to heal, otherwise I will die. The only thing we're doing is standing around hoping to get counterattacks. But we are not getting any counterattacks. No, this is the first fight of the game. This is the very first fight. So I can't be under-leveled. That's the funny part. But one of my characters died. That's the main problem. I had two characters and one of my characters died. So that is the main reason. And I'm just too stubborn to reset. I should have resetted as soon as the other character died. I should just have resetted. Now we're finally getting somewhere. This will be interesting. Will the other guy heal or will he attack me? This is a tiny bit interesting finally. I wish we had some more EP. We can sadly only use the weak attack. If we had had enough EP to use the big attack, then we might have been able to win. Yeah, we won't deal enough damage, but I will at least try. Ah, they're healing each other. And sadly I can't, I won't be able to reach that guy, he went too far away. I don't think I can reach him. I can reach him! Yes, we have a 91% chance of winning! Come on! Come on, 91%! Yes! Look at that, we can finally win. We got one of them down, then there shouldn't be a problem to get the other one down. Woohoo! I can't believe we have been doing this for this long. I'm a bit scared of attacking him, because if I attack him, he might counter me. So I'm going to heal instead, and let him... We're gonna wait for him to attack me so that I can counter. That's the better option. And I'm very interested to see the next fight, what level the enemies will have. If the enemies will scale with our level, or if we will be over-leveled for the next fight. That's going to be interesting. Yeah. I'm just going to wait a while until we get a counter in. And this is why I didn't want to attack him. Will he heal or will he attack? That's the question. Heal or attack, heal or attack. Which will it be? He attacks, that's great. If I get a counterattack, then we win. I did not get a counterattack. But we have a 75% chance of winning right now. And we do win. Finally! What? Did I miscalculate? We didn't win. I thought we won. I must have miscalculated. Clearly I miscalculated. But now we win. There we go. I did win one battle. This was silly. Let's... Yeah, I must have done that. Something went wrong. That's for sure. Something went wrong, but either way we win and we can finally save the game. we went into the battle at 29 minutes. Thank you. And we win the battle at... Let's see. I just want to see. Yeah, it took almost an hour to win that one battle, and we got 8 levels from the one battle. That is funny. The only difference between these saves are that one battle, from level 1 to level 9 in a single fight. I just hope that the enemies don't scale with my level. Then it was completely pointless. Yeah, that is quite a few levels, but if the enemies scale in the game, then it was pointless. Let's see, there was a setting. There is a setting called combat scale, so I'm not sure if this will scale with my level or not. We will try to leave it on. That was the standard option. We can go to Gora West, or we can go to Mukoro Island. We started at Mukoro Island. This was the story started in a prison island. But since it is an RPG, we have forgotten why we came to the prison. Yeah, there are a few games that scale with levels on PlayStation 1. Final Fantasy VIII is the most common example. In Final Fantasy VIII you want to be as low level as possible. The enemies get much harder if you are a high level. I'm very excited to see what level the enemies will have. Now loading. Welcome back to PlayStation 1. Kuon. There is a game called Kuon on PS2. It's Lacan. I never thought I'd run into you here, traitor. Hehehe. Been a while, Kuon. What's so funny? And now that you're a traitor, I do not need a reason to kill you. I never liked you. And I've been looking forward to a moment like this for a very long time. I'm glad we still have this chemistry between us. I said it before, but at least the fan translation is pretty nice in this game. Who are these guys? Will we get them as party members, maybe? Looks like we are going to get some help. And we only need to defeat the commander. And we can already hear, thankfully this is a different fighting song, so I am glad to hear a different song. I haven't checked who does the soundtrack for this game. And I must admire this pixel tree. Look at that pixel tree. That's a nice looking tree. They went with the pixel backgrounds with 3D characters. And in this game you can't turn the camera around since it's all fixed pixels. So we only have one camera angle. Hello? A single shop. That enemy has level 2. Let's see about everyone else. They have a lot of health, but the level... Yeah, that one had level 3, so... What a mess. Everyone is standing in one big pile. Look at this mess. It's not easy to tell friend from foe in this battle. Oops. I'm going to use my big attack. Nice, we have a 100% chance for ones to hit. And we're dealing 20 damage. It looks like the experience is scaling at least. We have experience scaling. We only get a single experience because we are so high level. Let's see, can we control this character? We can. I would like for this character to kill that one, but I don't think... No, we can't get there. Woohoo, level up! He's got level 4. Still far behind me. And I have no idea if there will be some permanent death in this game or not, like there is in some strategy games like Fire Emblem. I hope there is no permanent death. Is there any quick way to see who is friend and who is enemy? Oh, hello Goliath. Welcome back to the chat. Today we are playing some, maybe you already saw from the start, but today we're playing some fan-translated PlayStation 1 game. No, sadly it's not original hardware. I play all the English games on original hardware when it comes to PlayStation 1, but the fan-translated games I will do emulator. I think that's easier for the fan-translated games. I could, technically I could burn a CD with my old computer. I don't have any burner on this computer, but I could use my old computer and burn a CD and play on the PlayStation, but I think this is easier, and it's also better. It's easier for me to capture the quality when I'm streaming. It's also easier for the streaming to do emulated. But yes, all the English games I already played on original hardware and original software as well. I have all the PlayStation 1 RPGs that released in English. But I was trying to figure out if there is an easy way to tell enemy from foe in these fights. And I don't know if we can hit our own characters either. That's a classic mechanic in tactic games, hitting your own characters for experience. That's always fun. Hitting yourself over and over to get levels. I think I will try to go... Oops. I wanted to go further. At least the commander is easy to tell. This is the guy we need to defeat. We only need to defeat this guy. And when we have the cursor on him, we get the commander text. So that's one easy... I see. I just noticed as well, down at the enemies have a red color for their portrait, and the friendly characters have a blue portrait, so there is a quick way to see who is friend or foe. Why can't I look at that character? That's odd. Oh, maybe because I can't target that far. Yeah, it's because I can't target so far. That's one down. Oh no, one of the friends died. Hopefully not permanent. And now we have a way in to actually attack the commander. Ah, I can even go this way. That's great. Now we can surround the commander. This will be an easy and much shorter fight compared to the last one. Let's see. Yeah, we only get a single experience. Whatever we do, we only get one experience. And we win. That's how a fight is supposed to be in this game. We get some money. Ah, I see. And we have to pay some of the money to heal. Maybe because someone died, or maybe just the HP. And then we apparently get some bonus money based on the number of turns. And we don't get any human unit experience, and we don't get any Go-jin unit experience. And we got a broken bead. That doesn't sound very impressive. He's a real madman who enjoys killing people. The bloody general. I was called many names and did many things. How fitting for a Lacan character. That's Fort Anakai on Mount Gora. About half a day's ride from here. We don't look like spies. But I like this, I think this is a pretty nice portrait, especially the main character, of course, but I think all of them look pretty good, the character portraits. Woohoo, we got Mikuno in the party. Woohoo, we got Ryosai in the party. Woohoo, we got Sakito in the party. Suddenly we have 5 party members instead of 2. That's a big difference. Data saved. I wonder what the War Council is. Opki might not be used to fighting just yet, so he better stay in the back. Or maybe Opki is so overpowered that everyone else needs to stay in the back. That's funny. This was a pretty unexpected start to this game. I didn't expect to power level 8 levels the first thing we did. But we did, and it was funny. Nice, I like this. This is also a few other games also does this thing where you can just talk to your party members and see what you're supposed to do next. I always like this in games. When I know that Retrobera also like it. Whenever you can talk to your party members, it's always nice. Just to get a feeling for the party. Formation. I don't know what the L versus the W versus the M means. What's the difference between them? I have no idea what that letter means. No. I was thinking maybe it means leader, that these characters can be the leader of the party. When the battle starts, we have the option to choose which leader we want. But that might not be it. Yeah, let's move on. Into the forest. Mount Gora. And since we are getting money from the battles, I assume we will find a shop sooner or later. Exactly, like this. Choose a commander. Ah, but I guess my theory was correct. We can only choose between the ones that have the L for leader. Then we just have to figure out what the other letters mean. Select a unit to dispatch. We can only choose 2 more. We can only choose 2 more. I will go with... I will just keep going with these ones. Since they seem the most important. in the screenshot on the stream right now, that's the other game I was thinking from. No, yes, maybe. I think that was the other strategy game I was thinking about on Super Nintendo. That's a bit similar to this. Oh, there's so many of them. Objective: defeat all enemies. This time we have to defeat everyone. How many of them are there? There are so many. And they got mechs. We finally get to see some mechs. At least fight them. Let's see. Go-jin number 43 and number 45. He's the leader. But it looks like they are. I'm not sure about this fight. It looks like they are fighting each other. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just stay back a bit and let the enemies defeat each other. It looks like we are 3 different parties fighting. These 3 with the mechs, these 4, and then my party. We'll see. We'll see if they start fighting each other. I'm just going to try something for the science. What happens if I heal an enemy? It seems like we can heal the enemy and that we do still get experience. Gale bead. I wonder, this is what I was talking about with lesser known games. You have no idea what a Galer attack or a Galer spell will do. It sounds like it might be some wind magic maybe, but it's very hard to tell. Let's try it. Gale, no, it was not a wind magic, it was some... Ah, I see, look at her. Her animation, yeah, look at her. Her animation is much faster, so I think Gale means haste. Fast as a gale. Severe taint. Let's try this. What is severe taint? Ouch, that was a attack spell at least. That's good to know that we have 1 attack spell. With pretty good range. Uh-oh, murder slash. Everyone is surrounding Opki. They know how dangerous he is if we leave him alive. I wanted to defeat that priestess first, but she is all the way over there. With a priestess, we can be sure that she will keep healing the other ones. And I also just noticed this is the third battle we have, and this is also the third different song we have. So I'm very happy about that we have so many different fighting songs already. But if I have to defeat every single one of these enemies, it's going to be a long fight again. A long but reasonable fight, maybe. And as I just said, the priestess will keep healing them. And it doesn't help that I cast haste on the enemy. That was a good start to the fight. Casting haste on an enemy. Ooh. The mechs are not to be taken lightly. The mech almost killed me. But at least they are fighting each other. I will have to heal myself. Haha, even more levels. That's the only way to get levels, that I keep if I keep healing myself. I'm going. Let's see, can we use this all the way over here? No. So if an enemy is blocking the way, you can't use the spell. The spell will hit the closest one. If they are standing in a line, then you will hit the closest one. That's also good to know. I wonder if the same is true for healing as well. This is one confusing fight when there is 3 different parties fighting each other at the same time. But I like it. That's something I want to see more of in games. Usually, in almost always, we only have two parties fighting each other in games. But I always like when the enemies can fight each other. Or when there is a third party entering the fight in some way. Let's see. I think I will just stand around and heal with the main character. Oh, we have learned Grand Heal. That's interesting. Oh, and also we have so many different ways to heal. And that's another thing I always like in games, when the main character have healing spells. Let's try to get rid of this priestess. Fail. A tri-bomb. What was that? He made a funny sound effect when he dodged. I didn't need any healing, but it's the only way for me to gain any experience, so that's why I did it anyway. Ooh, that's one down. A War Maiden. There's the funny evade sound again. I'm not sure. Is this character strong enough to be fighting mechs? Maybe we should... I shouldn't have moved. I should have tried with some magic, because they shouldn't be able to counter the magic. It did some damage. Ah, so close. Ow! Slowly but surely. Hello? Why can't I do anything? What's going on? Now we only have the mechs and one big guy left. I'm gonna keep doing the magic with this character. That seems like the safest way to attack. I'm not sure if the mechs can counter-attack or not, but I don't want to risk it. And it would be nice if we had some area of effect attacks. Now that all the mechs are in one place. Let's see. No, it seems like it looks like the mechs can't counterattack. So it is safe just to hit them normally. We don't have to use the magic. Ah. Why do they keep focusing on me? I'm hoping that they will fight each other instead of me. But if they insist, I will fight back. There goes the red one. What? I thought I needed to defeat all of them. That's weird. I thought I needed to defeat those green guys as well. No spoils. That's weird. I know that the start of the fight said to defeat all enemies. Unthinkable. Turning his back on his government. What say you? Ah, your words are worthy of admiration and all. And I can't say we don't need more manpower, so let's see how much of an impact a renowned general has, shall we? I would like to know where you got this Go-jin. They were supposed to be locked away as part of a top-secret project, even among the Himukan army. You really want to know? You're not the only Himukan stray among our midst. Kuemaru, if you please. Look at that portrait. They didn't choose a flattering angle for his head. It's been a long time, General. Never would I have expected to find you here. A little go-in trump card from Raiola, thanks to a viper nestled deep in his bosom. We'll see. Apparently I completely misunderstood what the battle was all about. I just saw the defeat all enemies and thought I needed to defeat all enemies. But apparently half of them were on my side after all. We only needed to take out the middle enemies. No one noticed as Opke, who was sitting in the back, left the assembly. While not being fond of military tactics, he also had an uneasy feeling. Something from the past. He found a poorly constructed watchtower inside the narrow courtyard of the fort and climbed to its top. Ooh, pretty. I want to see this without the text. That was a very pretty background. Their high peaks looked like a giant saw cutting through the crimson-tinted horizon. Yes, let me see it. Don't describe it to me, let me see it. Something was whispering to him, something from the deep of the darkness. And lingering shadows, a ghostly evil breath from the deep unseen edges of his own mind. Never before did he feel so anxious or afraid. Not even during the gruesome dream back on the Isle of Mukuro. Ah, there we go. Now we can finally see a bit more of this pretty crimson sky. What are you doing here? It's probably the girl that we already heard about in the dream. My name is Asagi, just like you. The Susina's blood runs through me. But why? Who is this girl? Is it my long lost sister maybe? It's at least someone from the same tribe as me. Oh no, we have two. Of course, none of them can remember anything important. Double amnesia. A dream? That dream. She does look a lot like a girl from that dream, so maybe her dream is... The presence of the evil one, Raju. Raju? The god of evil. A dark deity from the ancient lore of the Sustina clan, the harbinger of ruination. Is he lurking somewhere? And of course the girl is just going to be completely gone when the other characters arrive. Asagi here? Now that's a rare sight. At least she was a real person. She wasn't just a dream or hallucination. At least she was a real person. Isn't that some demon from fairy tales? Stories for children. So heavy in fact that it was almost crushing him, but he could not let it go. The setting sun soon hid her dimming face behind the distant mountain range, and the fort was blanketed by the night. Yeah, that was a really pretty background. And as I said before, it is a pretty great fan translation too. Kaneta village. Maybe we will finally get a shop once we reach that village. General Kuren is not a fool. That will put a damper on your Blitzkrieg operation and your alliance with exposed. I've got a plan. A plan, eh? Whenever I hear that, I almost always know what's going to be said. Mikuni will be the main force. And he should be thankful. Take Lakan and this Susina rookie with you. Good gods, I knew you'd say something like that. If you can defeat Kuren. Yeah, that's one way to do it. We have to prove we are innocent and on their side by being first in line for the fight. Oh, look at that. We are finally going to get some Go-jin. That will be interesting to see if we get to pilot them or if how they will work. A Go-jin acquired. Nice. We got one of the mechs. But we'll see. Maybe I will actually quit the stream pretty soon. We'll see. Maybe I can do one more fight before we end the stream. It would be nice to try out that Go-jin that we got. Maybe information. But so far this game seems very playable. I like it. It was just such a weird start having that battle, having that first fight go on forever. But aside from that, it seems like a nice game. Go-jin are powered by so-called star orbs. And there we have it. We got the orbs for the RPG bingo. You can't have an RPG game without some orbs. That's the most important part of an RPG. It's a essence of a physical avatar of a human mind. Their capacity is determined by a star orb and a human whose mind it's based on. And while a Go-jin operates, its driver stays inside, and his mind is covered by steel as if it were a shell. So we do go inside of the mechs at least. And we should choose a driver carefully and pay close heed to the overall capacity of a specific person. They are by no means all-powerful. They are vulnerable to magic attacks, so beware of that. Good to know, good to know. There it is. How do we set a pilot? That's the question. Or mount orb. So if we put Opki in the mech, then he will get a lot of attack and a lot of defense as well. I wonder how you want to do this. Hello again, Quarky. Welcome back. We finally made some progress and won a few battles. And I think I will end the stream pretty soon. I might be back later, but I need to make some dinner, I think. That sounds great. Some chips and dip. That sounds great. And I'm probably going to make dinner pretty soon, so maybe one more fight before that. I'm just not sure who we want to put inside of the mech. We just got our very first mech. And we can decide who is going to ride the mech. The mech gets different status depending on who rides it. And we also seem to gain a few different abilities. Defense off, counter up, and attack off, and two-hand. Not sure what defense off and attack off means. But I will either try to put my strongest character in the mech, or I will put my weakest character in the mech. Let's try the weakest one. I wonder if we can just change. Maybe we can't. Maybe this is permanent. No, it looks like we can remove it. It looks like we can move it freely back and forth. Oh, and this is the we get a shop. We didn't need to go to the village. We got an instant shop. And there is a lot of things to buy. Level star. Yeah, we'll see. I have to do some menuing first, but there should be a fight pretty soon. If you didn't see it before, it is a strategy game, so you move on a grid, typical strategy game. I just have to consider if I want to buy any new weapons. Or maybe we will just save up for some expensive. This seems interesting and very cheap. Let's buy one of those. And that seems like a good idea as well. To have the counter mark. But I guess we're going to save up for this gun. It seems very strong and very expensive. it looks like we can also upgrade the weapons and the armor as well. How much? It gets 1 more defense if we upgrade it. I'm gonna not upgrade it right now. And the sword will get 2 more attacks if we upgrade it. Let's save again in a separate save file. Data saved. Okay, we do 1 fight and then I end the stream. Just so we get to try out the mech. Why do we have to be the vanguard? Exactly, to get rid of a bunch of pesky strangers and use them as bait for the Himukan army. Someone's calling me. It's probably just the wrong number anyway. Ooh, I really like these nice backgrounds that we get. A stone shrine of unfamiliar design was erected beside a small brook of cool water. Look at this, such a nice art. It's a maiden. Her silver hair and nearly transparent skin was clear sign of her affinity with the Lucina clan. They said at the beginning, they said that I was the only one to survive that clan, but we just keep meeting more and more people already. The smell of blood and steel. Could it be? She knows something about us. I'm a Lakana, Himukan general in the not so recent past. That's a funny way to phrase it. Help me! He seems desperate. Alas, I can't grant your wish. But why? Everything has been written in the stars above. You must find the answers to your questions on your own. The answer I can tell you right now. The maiden took a star orb out of her sleeve. It was radiating with pure white divine light that Opki had never seen before. I'm sure this will in the end of the game, at the end of the game, this will turn into the best mech of them all. If we inserted this orb. Stars willing, we will meet again, and then I will tell you everything. And the girl disappeared. Only the sadness of her face lingered. And only silence and questions left without answers remained in the forest thicket. Yeah, I do like the way they write in this game. Choose a commander. Opkey will be the commander. Oops, oops, no. Oh, could I choose all of them? Then we go with all of them. Now loading. Looks like we've been followed. No, it's Kuon again. I thought we already defeated him. I don't believe in fate. Kill them all! Objective. Defeat commander, so we only have to defeat him. Let's see if we can make this into a quick battle. Oh, I think it said retreat possible, so we can retreat from this fight. And there we go. Behind the trees we have our mech. Let's see. This is our mech. It's a pretty small mech in this game. It's not much bigger. It may be... I don't know, maybe... maybe not even 3 meters high. It's not that much bigger than a big human. Murder slash. So it's not the most impressive mechs I have ever seen, but... And for some reason it looks like it only got one arm. I don't seem to have a left arm. Maybe I have to equip something in the left arm. And I think we have yet another fighting song. So far every fighting song has been a different one. I think this one is new. Counter. There's the commander. Oh, we have learned yet another attack. Leaping. It does about 20 damage. It's not stronger. What's the point of this attack? It's not stronger and it has the same area of effect. That seems a bit weird and pointless. Level 4, level 4, level 7, level 4, and level 4. But here you go, if you're still here. Here you have some combat. This is the type of combat this game has. Typical tactics or strategy combat. where you get experience after every attack instead of at the end of the fight. Let's see what the mech can do with the murder. We only have one attack, and it is the murder slash. Enough to kill the enemy at least, but so far the mechs are not super impressive. Ow. Oh, I didn't I didn't even notice that this is a mech as well. I didn't even notice that this was a mech. I thought it was just another enemy. It seems like the commander is a bit scared. He's just standing around. He hasn't moved at all. That one has 2 arms at least, unlike me. Fail. Why am I so far away? That one experience was enough to give me a level. That's fun. I was 1 experience away from level. And a level for that one. I still haven't learned the name of all the characters. That one, that was Lacan, of course. I couldn't even remember his name. And then we tried to surround the commander. Demon Slayer in your back. No, he could still, even though I hit him in the back, he could still deflect my attack. So even hitting in the back is not a guaranteed. No! Damn it. I pushed the wrong button, or the wrong square. I meant to go to the... That's annoying. Once you move, you can't regret it. You have to make sure to push the correct square. Wasted turn. Let's try the super expensive one. Ah, I see. It did have an effect. That attack pushed the enemy backwards. The enemy was standing here, but when I used the attack, he moved over there, so... That's good to know. Let's go over here. Nice hit and a lot of experience. Ta-da! Level up! I wonder if all of the mechs in the game have some regen, or if that's an ability you have to equip. Ooh, that was close. Let's see, we should be able to finish him off this round. Schmack, schmack. I'm gonna move. I'm not sure what I want to do with this character. This was clearly the wrong. I was thinking if maybe he had some healing, but I just wasted his turn. And the robot can't go all the way. This is not going according to plan. And why can I only take one step ahead? Why can't I go over here? Why can't I move over there? That's very odd. I thought we would win this turn, but for some reason I can't move to the boss or the commander. I can't understand and see any reason why I can't move there. I can go 3 steps backwards, but only 1 step forwards. I wonder why that is. That is weird. That is very weird. Let's try see if this works, if I can shoot it diagonal. Yes, that works. But I'm not sure why. Why couldn't I move further? We get a lot of money and some turn bonus. We have enough money to buy that expensive gun if we want to. I'm hoping that the gun will be ranged, so I will at least try to buy it next time. But as soon as we get to save, I will call the stream and either come back later today or maybe tomorrow. I haven't decided. Prepare yourself, Kuon. It seems like this is going to be our arch rival throughout the game. Team Rocket goes away again. He is the Team Rocket of this game. Running away? I'll be the one who kills you in the end. We'll see about that. But that is the end. Thanks again for the double raids. First from Retroberra and then from DJ Davis as well. That was fun. I think it's my first time having a double raid. I think maybe not, but it's my first time having 2 that close to each other at least. And thanks everyone else for watching as well. We didn't have the start of this game wasn't very exciting, but I think we got a pretty clear picture what is going on right now. Next time we have to fight our way through all of these fights until we get to the castle. We don't actually see the castle, or maybe it's even further away. The map doesn't seem super big in this game, but if they put the battles this close to each other, then we might have a lot of fights in the game. I have no idea how long this game is supposed to be. I don't think anyone have entered any times for this game on how long to beat. So it will be a mystery. It could be 10 hours or it could be 100 hours. We will find out. But until then, I wish you all a good day.